Hello everybody, thank you for watching. This is Mark here from Green Games. This is the first time we've put up a YouTube recording of our actual play session, so hopefully it'll come across okay and you'll like it. So we're going to be playing our Rippers campaign. So Rippers is a Victorian Gothic horror setting for Savage Worlds. So we use the Savage Worlds rule set. So if you know about that, then it'll all make sense. If not, we'll try and describe some bits along the way, so you know how it works. Gothic horror. So yeah. Now we started this, and Rippers came about a long time before Penny Dreadful and things like that. The hit TV show. It's in that same vein. Um, like Van Helsing and stuff like that. So it's that should be quite cool if you like that kind of thing. We do. Um, so the campaign sort of has been around for a little while, so there's a little bit of backstory, but not a lot. So I'll let you know a touch, so you know what you're getting yourself into. We have four main characters. Other characters dip in and out whenever the guys can make it, but the four main characters are a Japanese samurai warrior kind of a guy who's an outcast in this land. He's from foreign parts, called Takesha. He's played by Keith. We have a Western sharpshooter called William Murphy, otherwise known as Deadeye. He's played by Alex. And again, this is before Penny Dreadful, so we didn't rob the idea, honest. And Tony plays Edward Carnby, a mad professor kind of a figure who uses his weird contraptions to fight evil. And then Albert Whitworth. Sorry, Edward Carnby is played by Tony, if I didn't mention that. Sorry. And Albert Whitworth, who's played by Andy, and he's a super sleuth kind of a character. He's kind of a Sherlock Holmes kind of a figure. And they are all part of an organisation called the Rippers. And the Rippers are a secret society whose purpose is to root out and find supernatural and evil. And they all came about the society in different ways, and they were all part of a lodge, which is sort of a meeting place of the Rippers in London, and they were all led by a man called Lord Rossborough, and it was his job to keep all the Rippers safe and give them jobs and make sure that evil was being fought. They had a lead that there was a man called Victor Harper, who was an administrator of one of the local hospitals, who was the head of one of these particular chains of evil doing, and they went after him as much as possible because they knew he was up to no good. And the more they tried to chase him, the more he slipped from their fingers and made them look like fools. To the point where one of them got framed and arrested. And whilst we're trying to break that guy out of prison, actually no, just before that. Anyway, all happened around the same time. Their lodge HQ got torched. It got burnt down to the ground, all because of Victor Harper, because of the vendetta. And at the same time, they managed to recapture some Albert Whitworth, who had been captured by Victor Harper. They managed to rescue him. So basically, we sort of pick up the story now where they've just rescued Albert, and he's been beat up and he's a bit worse for wear. And also, just recently, their lodge has been burned to the ground. So they've managed to get back one of their own, but they're just cast to the wind. The lodge has been decimated. There's a few Rippers scattered around. They've managed to recoup some guys, and there's an inn that they're using, a pub that they're using as a bit of a meeting ground. But other than that, they're just trying to decide what to do next. So there you go. I hope you enjoy. We'll be recording all the sessions from here on in, so it should be interesting. Right then.
Right.
Yes. Did somebody say my name, or have I had a stroke?
No, I think it's an alcohol.
Okay.
You time to go backwards.
I just said Mark to myself. That's amazing. Right. Okay. So let me just go back here because it's a new dawn. It's a new day.
Are you feeling fine?
Yeah. So what happened is you bravely busted Albert. Why'd you wait till I start, Jugs? Blooming dogs. So you just busted Albert out of prison. It was heroic. So many cool things happened. Gatling guns were spun round and walls were sprayed with bullets and smoke bombs and epic fights with big hulking muscle men.
It went off.
It went off big time. So, but it resulted in Albert, the guy you went to save, being one of the stragglers to leave, and just as he was about to leave, somebody popped him on the jaw big time, spun him round, and knocked him out. So then you had to try and grab you. So you were pulling him out, whilst a carriage thundered past outside. People were advancing, they were still firing shots, so you managed to chuck him into the carriage and thunder down the cobble street. So you got away, you got him.
We need a safe house. We need to light law.
Yes.
We didn't, we didn't organise a lodge, didn't we, before we come to get him? So.
No, there's like there's
a safe, isn't there?
Yeah. So when you're a lodge. So
yeah.
Bit of background. Your lodge, your headquarters with the big man, the biggest one in London. London HQ for Rippers. Got burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
So all the Rippers in London went to ground and went to backup emergency safe houses that were noted and all known by all the secret Ripper society. You went to your nearest one. You gathered a couple of guys together.
Yeah.
So you do have a bit of a safe house. It's not a lodge as such. It's not got all the facilities that you used to.
While we're making all haste, maybe Tony wants to perform some surgery on Albert.
Well, we'll try and work on it straight away while he's on. As soon as he gets piled into the back of that carriage, I'm going to try and operate on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're an accomplished surgeon. That's for Rippertech, isn't it?
Mm.
But you got healing though, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes, because it's a healing roll.
Yeah, D8. I put it up just before. Just before I need to use it.
Just like that.
You improve skills. You improve them by,
Yeah, I'm better.
Yeah. I had an epiphany. Right. Okay, so we're rolling them.
Broken leg. Right. So, yes, you can roll, but you got a -3, haven't you? Because you've got 3 wounds.
Oh, and guess what? Got a minus my own as well, so it's -4.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It's minus.
Why don't you try and heal yourself first?
Heal yourself first.
Yeah, selfish. I like it. Selfish doctor. I'm going for it. Okay. But is it one attempt? How long does it take? Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'll roll myself.
You roll.
A 6 on my wild dice.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8 in total.
8, so minus your 1, 7, it's a success. Each success is a wound, yeah, that you managed to recover. So you bandage yourself up. You do a mighty fine job, and you're feeling better and able to assist your friends.
Okay, no worries. So I'll turn to Albert first.
Okay.
And so it's -3 for Albert.
Yes.
Okay. 5 on my wild dice, so that's nothing.
So what did you get all told? What's that?
I got 5 -3, so it's wah.
Oh dear. New session, new bennies. So let's just rub your bennies off. Or put your bennies on, rather. 3 bennies each. 3 bennies.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Should I use it? It's gonna be hard to patch this mofo up, isn't it?
Has anybody else got heal for an assist?
No.
Well,
I'll spend the Benny. Right,
okay.
Spend the Benny and re-roll.
Alright, okay.
Okay, well, do we have any equipment on me that might make it easier? I don't do a surgeon bag or anything.
Really. In fact, you don't have any equipment, so you should be the minus.
Another minus. Oh, it would be, wouldn't it? It would be.
Well,
Well,
No, I'm
My portion of lotions might be helping me.
no. Healing skill can be used to treat anywhere.
No, we did have this. Right, the only thing we have got is, you remember we traded that. You remember when we were at the lodge and we got something back for the guy who does all,
Yeah, the Rippertech guy.
Yeah, and
yeah.
he did give us some of that. A dose. I've forgotten what it's called. It's a
This
dose
is
of
true.
something.
This is true. Two things. Healing takes about 10 minutes, which is fine in the carriage. But yeah, if you don't have reasonably clean water and bandages, you're at -2 to your roll.
Oh, well, I'll leave it then. You can die.
Well, listen, it's an hour, right? So what? It's the golden hour into you. You've got to make a roll in the golden hour, or else it's natural healing.
Is he bleeding out? Is he bleeding out though?
No. It was only incapacitated.
Right. Okay.
So
So it should be alright.
it's fine. So you've got enough time to get back to
I was
the.
going to say, if we can get back to the lodge, one of us can nip out for some plasters.
Yeah. Bit of Savlon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't have the lodge now, do we?
You've got a standby.
Oh, yeah,
there,
was
there
it?
were a number of inns and taverns dotted around London that were set
Right,
up
okay.
as standbys.
In the meantime, should we give him this potion that we got?
Well. Let's discuss Rippertech, shall we? Briefly.
I know it has a downside.
He's unconscious. He don't care.
That's it.
It's not as bad as death.
Was it corpse dust or something?
It sure was. Corpse dust. By carefully drying the flesh of the undead, Rippers have perfected a technique of powdering that part of the monster. So try it again. By carefully drying the flesh of the undead, Rippers have perfected a technique of powdering that part of the monster resistant to damage. Dibba dibba dibba. Benefits inhaled through the nostrils like snuff. I have to punch you in the stomach. The extract immediately heals one wound if used on a wild card, or revives an incapacitated extra. So it will heal one wound. Side effects: a recipient must make a vigor roll or gain a fatigue level for 1 day, which is not that bad, is it? Really? At least it'll come back.
It'd be a vigor roll. It says here vigor roll at -2.
Yeah.
But would you have to add his wounds as well?
If it
Usually manage your wounds and everything, any trait roll you're doing.
That's the golden rule, isn't it? Although I'd let you do it after you've recovered, because it's a side effect. As in, something because of the thing you've taken, not before you've taken it.
Lift his tell him to sniff this powder.
Sniff this.
Yeah.
It's not my cheese, you mother.
Right, okay. So basically, he'll come back with 2 wounds, yeah?
Right.
So So,
But he needs to make a bigger roll.
Yeah, so you remember, like a flash, you've got a little folded piece of paper with this mysterious corpse stained passed to you, what seems like ages ago. You rummage through your belongings, you pull it out. So you just put it under his nose and just sniff this man, sniff. And as he weakly inhales, you can see sort of blood rush all around his nostrils, his cheek, and his face. It looks like he has an intense fever that lasts like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. It's like his body's burning. His eyes go bloodshot, and after what feels like a very, very long time, he slowly starts to come around and his colour returns him. And he makes a vigor roll. So does somebody want to roll vigor for him? Because he's not here. His vigor is, using the character sheet, God bless you, roll 20. His vigor is D6.
Go on, Keith.
Oh, am I rolling? Right,
so it's -4.
Is there a dice thing here? Because I can't find my dice.
Yeah. Just click on the little thing, the little symbol next to vigor. Do you want me to do it?
Oh, where do I do that?
Oh, you can't see his character sheet, can you?
No, I can see, no. Is there not a roller though on the sidebar?
What the hell was that? It's too much. If you look on the tools on the left, where all the various bits and bobs are, there's a dice roller there. Click that.
I'm getting my dice mark. I'm rolling it. Jesus Christ. 2d6.
2d6, yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, keep rolling at the same time. I'm going with Tony's.
I got 5 and a 1.
5 and 1. 5 minus 4. He's fatigued for a day, which is fine. Just don't do anything too
See, I
strenuous.
couldn't see. Oh, hang on, I didn't roll. Where did
It's
I?
in your chat. On the right, that sidebar, there's a chat.
Oh, cool, cool.
It appears at the bottom. Pretty cool, actually. You know, if you lose your dice, whatever, and there's all the macros in the character sheet that will roll stuff for you.
You see, because this dice roller doesn't do you. You'd have to roll your wild dice separate.
Yeah, or watch this. Check this out. I'll just roll his vigor using the character sheet.
Okay.
Minuses, no. That worked really well. Oh, it does the 3D dice. Woo-hoo! That's a bit slow. And they roll across the screen. I don't know if you can see that. And then they land. No?
Nope.
Where's that?
I'll turn my 3D dice off. It should be... Oh, good grief. It animates 3D dice on the tabletop, so it looks like you're rolling dice, which is good, but it's just too slow. And you guys don't see it. And then once they've both landed, it'll go... Ding! It's at the bottom. Albert Whitworth rolls a vigor test. 11. And when you mouse over, it tells you all the things were.
Where is that?
So on the chat window.
Yeah, I've got it open.
Yeah. So the character sheet, those macros, it's all set up so when you do it, it rolls that dice and a wild dice, and it explodes as well. So
where would I do that? Say, for example, I want to roll my agility now.
Right. So go into your character sheet.
Yeah.
Where you next to agility, there's a little dice symbol. Click that. As long as you don't have 3D dice enabled, which I'm going to turn on.
Okay, so no modifiers.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. If you put your mouse over, it tells you what dice you. So it says that's the full calculation. So you got a 7 and a 2. Whereas Albert, he got a 4 and a 6. So he got he got a exploded, rolled again, and got a 5.
Oh well, that's Albert's roll then, yeah.
Yeah.
Albert's roll was quality. Fair enough.
Although no, that was my example. Tony rolled a 5.
No, I think you should go with that. To be fair, to be completely fair, because he's not here, is he? So.
Alright, go on then. Go on then. Right.
So hold on a minute. I've not got the chat box on then, but how do you get the?
You're on your iPad, so it might.
Scroll down. You might need to scroll down, Alex. Scroll bar.
No, I've seen that. I've got all that. Keith Gaines, Takeshi rolls an agility test of 7.
Yeah.
So what are you missing?
I haven't got my dice on me neither.
Oh,
do it.
Jesus Christ!
So character sheet.
It's fiasco. I'm going.
Tony's offline.
You got your character sheet up, Alex?
No, I haven't actually.
So
you get your character sheet up in roll 20.
How do you do that?
So you know. Oh, go on, Mike. Do it.
No, go on.
I'm recording this for the channel, you know. It's just a fiasco. So the thing.
I'm not to roleplay using roll 20.
The thing is, I've got a nice graphic to cover all this up, so nobody's going to know what I'm talking about at all. So the bar on the right at the top, there's some symbols. One's like a chat symbol, then the next one's like a little picture.
Oh, I've got it.
So click the click the newspaper looking one, and that's the journal.
Got it.
And that should just have your character there, I think. And
Yeah.
It should say Deadeye. So hit Deadeye.
Double click it.
It'll bring.
I'm already on it. I'm already on the character sheet.
You've got the character sheet, cool. And I think you can do it on the iPad. You can do it on the PC to just minimise it. If you click the name, double click the name at the top, like the toolbar, it should like minimise it. I think. That may or may not work. I don't know on the iPad.
Yeah. Oh, it fades it out.
Fades it out, so you can then just like put it at the bottom, and then when you need it, click. Up it comes, then click, then it goes.
It's very good. I'm liking it.
It's awesome,
very
isn't it?
good. Yeah, it's really sweet.
That's why
really easy.
we're subscribing because it's awesome, and I want to, keep the lights on. It's doing really well though. To be fair, it's got loads of subscribers. Anyway, so you can roll using that, Alex, if you want.
Yeah.
In theory, you can push the dice. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'll just let the dogs in. Hey. Pop it. Okay. Right, so anywho, you give him the smelling salts of corpses. As you're thundering back towards the lodge. Now it was insanely early, if I remember rightly. You went for like a dawn raid, so it's probably about 9 o'clock in the morning. You don't really know the establishment that's your temporary lodge. You don't really know it well enough to know if there is any back entrances or side entrances. You've been there once, and that was to sort of meet up with other guys, and you were handed a letter, if you remember, from Lord Rossborough that had the contingency, basically a secret, unspoken 24-hour get out of jail. Well, it was literally because you just busted him out. But yeah, 24-hour pass. Lord Rossborough had an agreement with some politician or someone high up that you could get away with whatever you wanted for 24 hours in an absolute emergency. So you used the contingency. So you did it to rescue Albert. Usually you wouldn't just storm a police station and start shooting everybody up. That's bad for a secret society. So yes, you've only been here once. So the carriage pulls up outside. It's early on, so there's not a lot of activity. Maybe the drunk from the night before are still slumped outside because the police haven't decided to move them on yet. But other than that, it's relatively quiet.
Okay.
So
just
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So you fall out of the carriage more. Well, Albert does because he's still at -2, so he's not looking good at all.
No.
He's in his shirt still. He's got blood all down his front. His face is all out here where he's been beat on in the prison. Yeah, for information. So he looks a mess. You're wounded as well. So you burst into the inn. There's 1 or 2 patrons, and then the owner drying his mandatory glass behind the bar. And when he sees you, he says, "Oh my! I knew this would happen. Get him upstairs. He's not happy. So you
rush him upstairs.
You rush him upstairs, and there's some rooms that have been made for you. And at this point, Tony.
Yeah.
There's lots and lots of clean bedding and fresh water. If you'd like to make it. So you guys, just whilst he's doing that, this may be of interest to you. These I've got some common Rippertech here. Common in that Tony could probably make this relatively easily with the right components because he's got a really high Rippertech. So acceleration potion. Donor, any creature with fleet. See, the donors are, you generally have to try and kill something or find something that has the ability to extract it.
We'll have to start harvesting our own stuff, really, won't we?
Yes, and if you want, I can look back at what you've killed, and retrospectively we can say, well, Tony would have taken a bit of that, because we didn't really use Rippertech too much. So, fleet-footed, benefits, his pace is doubled, and he can redraw. Oh my goodness, listen to this. So I'm just going through some Rippertech that you may want to look into, because this is all basic stuff that you should be able to make, Tony, if you wish.
Yep. Yeah.
So this potent extract is usually created from the muscles or sinews of creatures whose speed and reflexes the Rippers want to emulate. Benefits: the potion sends a surge of power through the legs. His pace is doubled, although his running dice is unaffected, and he can redraw any action card of 8 or less. Yes. However, side effect: if the recipient tries to run, he suffers 1d6 damage from atmospheric friction. So there's I'll really quickly read out the headings so you can remember it. So ethereal form.
Yeah,
don't we have to get parts of creatures though in it in order to unlock them specific things?
Yes.
Yeah. Just that
which ones have we unlocked so far then?
Yeah, unlocked. Well, we're just saying, sort of retrospectively, I don't mind saying if you've killed one of these creatures that you took a sample. I don't know if you have to roll. Probably, I'll find out. But so ethereal form is the dawn as a vampire. So you've killed a vampire. So I'll let you. We can say that you've got some stuff off it.
It says here the recipient must make a spirit roll at the end of the extract duration, or it does not wear off, and the hero becomes permanently invisible.
That's bad news.
I mean, is that permanently permanent?
It says permanently invisible. Some of these are quite harsh for it, because a spirit roll. You know, I think as a GM, I'd probably let you do something to become invisible. There might be some other Rippertech thing in here that does that. We'll have to find out. So ethereal form makes you invisible. Corpse dust heals you, as we know. Bone stiffening, +1 toughness. Okay, any creature with a vigor of D10 or greater. Side effect: the recipient's agility is reduced by 1 die type, but only during whilst it's in action, not permanent. What's this? Carnivorous maxillae.
You get some big fuck off teeth in your mouth.
Yeah, big ass fangs that you can bite people with. Fiend blood lets you gain frenzy edge, so you can do loads of attacks. Hero gains supernatural weakness, cold iron damage. Gills. You can go underwater. Well, there's quite a few actually. You might have to just have a bit of a read. Hellfire Heart.
I'm gonna have a proper read through because I've never really had a proper look.
And the thing is, see, some of these are permanent grafts. Yeah. So some of the things are like corpse dust. You drink it and it does it. Taloned hands. That's taloned hands. It gives you taloned hands. You graft them onto your hands. So, and this is all open to do. This is called Rippers. It's part of the game, you know. So this is perfectly acceptable to do. But the more you do, when you start seeing crazy stuff, it might tip you over the edge, and you might get Ripper psychosis.
That's what the minuses mean.
Yeah, that's minuses to your reason, I think.
Skin patching.
Skin patching. You gain the same immunity as the donor. So if the donor creature is immune to, that's what you're immune to.
I'm not sure why it's quoting damage there.
I think that's if you get it. We'd have to read it. I think that's if you get it wrong. If the graft goes horribly wrong, that's what happens. Rippertech. Ripping. So there's a roll to rip. So we'd have to make that roll, and the roll to graft. Rippertech implants. I'm pretty sure. If the roll fails, the body rejects the implant, and the raw material is wasted. More must be collected. If the result of the Rippertech is a 1, the Ripper has made a tragic mistake during the procedure, gains no benefit, and gains 1 of the side effects as a permanent reminder of the disastrous surgery. Well, we need to read it in more.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a proper read.
Yeah, proper read. Anyway, I've deviated. So Tony, yes, make your healing roll.
Okay, no worries. Right, so look at my healing. D8 and D6. So it's clean sheets, so there's no minuses.
That's correct. And he's now at -2 because he's...
Okay. For God's sake, 4. On both. My D8 and my D6 got a 4. I didn't bet it last time, but I am going to do it. But I'm going to do it now because I reckon I can do it.
You stand a better chance.
6 on my D6. I'm a 4, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 -2 is 8, which is a success and a raise, which is 2 wounds. So you've done it. So you've managed to, you know, it hasn't just gone.
Yeah, no, there's been blood everywhere. He's squirting.
Oh yeah, scream!
Pin him down.
Yeah, he's biting on something.
Hold him.
Get him some whiskey.
Yeah.
It was about half an hour into. Well, it's 10 minutes, but so 5 to 10 minutes into you actually doing it. At one point, The innkeeper, worriedly, pokes his head round the door.
Gets blood in the eye.
And you fire around an angry look at him, and he closes the door again. But you've probably made people aware of what you're up to downstairs. Okay, so who else was wounded?
I think you were, weren't you, Alex?
I wasn't too.
Takeshi took a wound.
Okay, Chinaman, your turn.
I was alright. I had the big Gatling gun and I managed to survive no problem, but it was after, weren't
I'll
it?
tell you what, let me just check. I might have written that down wrong. Let me just check the map.
Because I missed dinner. Was it the time after? Or I finished early.
Yeah. Deadeye. No. Why did I write down T? I've got Deadeye, Albert. Yeah. Alex has got a wound, not Takeshi. Sorry.
Yeah, fast.
Sorry, Keith. Let's wound Keith. For no reason.
So yeah, I beckon Deadeye over. So have a look at
Yeah, can you do me?
Yeah.
Not literally,
Stop
but...
moving. Stop squirming. Okay, so D4 and a D8. Sorry, D6 and a D8. I got a 5, which is my highest. What was it? -1, is it? So it's a 4.
Yeah, cool. That's a success. So you've Master Surgeon expertly sorted everybody out. Because if you hadn't have done, naturally healing 2 wounds would have taken a long time.
It does, yeah.
That would have been a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You would have had to do more unpleasantness. I think you need some like corpse dust though.
Yeah, that's very handy.
So I think, and you killed a shed load of zombies.
Zombies, yeah.
So what we'll do, Tony, before next time, we'll find out what the rolls are.
Yeah, I'll make some rolls at the beginning of the next session.
Sweet. So you are sat in a room full of bloody bandages, and the air hangs heavy with disappointment and sadness. You've got Albert back, but a lot of your friends and acquaintances...
That's the problem, I've got him back.
Yeah. Can we swap him? So a lot of your friends and acquaintances are dead or missing from the lodge, from the main lodge, and Lord Rosper is gone. So God knows who's where.
No clues left at all.
It's fucked up, hasn't it?
Did we not have an idea of where he might have gone?
No. Well.
Has he gone in hiding or has he been captured?
No, you assume captured. It wouldn't have. It wouldn't. You'd have heard something by now if you'd gone to a hide.
Unless he's in on it.
Yeah.
Would he? I don't know. I don't think he would have. But no, because he would have screwed us over a lot sooner.
Oh, he's just seeing us in, isn't it? I probably agree.
I like the
twist.
The conspiracy. Yeah. I'll still gonna write something down.
Don't give any ideas, Alex, please.
No, you think he was one of the good guys. It was basically sort of the vendetta that that arose with that Victor Harper guy sort of led to this. Because Victor Harper really wanted you off his back.
Yeah.
Anyway. So you sat in your room wondering what to do next. So you've talked about starting your own lodge because that's a good idea. Because it's now a whole, if you're not careful, if you don't act relatively soon, there's going to be evil forces moving in.
Yeah.
Into the void, to the back.
At the moment, I don't know. I'm thinking, is the plan would be to find Rosbro, get Rosbro back, and get our original lodge back on there.
Well, that's fine as well. That's fine as well. Well, you've gathered some lodge members together.
Yeah. How many have we got? Of all the old lodge.
Well, it's effectively us three. There'll be Andy. There's obviously Stonewall Jackson and Oscar Billington.
Yeah.
and then there's a couple of just randoms that I generated when we first started it off.
Right.
An old
Bookkeepers, mainly.
Yeah, an old Indian shaman, and an Indian circus performer.
All right. Are they going to be active? Are they active members? Are they more like behind the scenes kind of guys?
Well, no, they're active members. It's just that we've never used them.
Why is it you don't want the lodge, Keith?
No. I think I was just thinking that
you can pick through the ruins of the burnt out one. You don't have to. Yeah, I know what Keith's saying. You don't have to go and start another one. You can take over.
Yeah, I'm happy. I would love to start our own lodge, but I think it's.
Where's the income come from? That's the problem.
Well, the income, because Rossborough was bankrolling us really, and secondly, and I'm sure Rossborough had stuff in place. I'm sure that if he was to ever go missing or whatever or die, I'm sure he would have left. He would have had provisions.
Backup or something, yeah.
Yeah, he would have left instruction with someone to say, right, well, here's a
unless he's in on it.
I tell you who you did rescue, and is currently somewhere in this inn, is the butler.
Yeah. So I think maybe we should start on the trail of Rossborough. Maybe this butler and the other guys that we've gathered together can be left to secure a temporary lodge.
Is there any point in going to the old site and try and recover anything?
I think mainly so that we should have a look around. Maybe there's a clue, because at the moment I'm not sure how are we even gonna.
Yeah,
no, that's what I'm thinking.
Knock at the door.
Right. Get your guns out, Dad. Did I?
Yeah.
I'll answer the door, but Deadeye's got me covered, yeah?
Before you even ask, they're already out.
They're always out all the time.
I won't open the door. I'll go up to the door and call through it.
Yeah. Hello.
Who is it? Hello.
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 Who is calling at this hour?
Because we are taping this for the channel, I just want to say to everybody, we're not horrendously racist.
No.
It's just Keith's accent.
My
It's stellar. No, Keith, I appreciate everything you do in that accent.
Yeah.
Never stop doing it, Keith.
I will, so that's what I'll say. Hello, who is calling at what ungodly hour?
Okay, so it's the innkeeper.
It's 4 in the morning.
Is it ever...
I've lost all track of time. Cool.
I don't mean to disturb you, sirs. I've been passed a message. He pushes an envelope under the door.
Okay. I'll push a through bit under the door back.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you, sirs.
You're welcome. So let's open it up. What's the message there?
Okay. You open it up. Inside is an address, and it is signed JVH.
J.R. Hartley.
It's an address. It's signed JVH.
Who's JVH?
Underneath
John.
that,
Victor Harper.
Underneath that, it says
J then V Harper.
Yeah, obviously, he's obviously his first name he doesn't use. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
it says you need to know how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Matrix.
It's relevant, dude. It was a book way before the Matrix.
Yeah, no, it was. It's a very famous book. I think it's
probably written before the Victorian times, but it doesn't matter.
Well, how does he know where we are?
Well, obviously he's having us watched.
I think we need to get out of here and start messing about.
We need a safe house.
Yeah, we do. Forget this.
The address is it's on the outskirts of London. You recognise roughly the area, and it's an estate. It's a large manor house.
It's obviously a trap. I mean, does he think we're stupid?
Well, he obviously does because he knows we're going to turn up there, doesn't he?
Yeah, I know he does. That's just it. The only thing.
That's our only lead. Let's go wandering blindly.
Yeah, woo. Like we did last time.
Yeah,
Let's go.
It's clearly a trap.
Come to my office, guys. Let's do a bit of sneaking about and get caught.
Because what we do then, we split up into two groups. We send, we send the other lodge members that we've cobbled together.
Send them into Helsing.
No, we send them off to find a butler, or if the butler's not already with us, which he is, we send them off to secure some premises for a temporary lodge. Meanwhile, the other four of us, I think, should investigate what Victor Harper's got up his sleeve. I mean, he's making it easy. I mean, yeah, we've got.
I don't know. He's just twisting the tail. Is he? Is it a big? I don't know. Is it? I
don't know.
Well, he's baiting us again, isn't he? He's obviously scared in a certain degree, so he can't get us. But in the same,
he's either trying to draw us in to finish us off.
Well, tried that last time. He couldn't do it.
Or he sees us as being a worthy adversary, or whatever how you say it. Yeah.
Maybe he's gloating. I mean, a guy like this has got to be a bit of a narcissist, really. So maybe he's just he thinks he's toying with us, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think that's what he's doing.
Or I'll make.
It just really frustrates me that we're to his beck and call. And it's like that you're just walking into a trap straight away.
Awful well we're walking into a trap, but I think what we've got going in our favour, is the fact that I think
we know it's a trap.
Yeah, we know it's a trap, but he knows that we know that it's a trap. But
he knows.
He maybe underestimates us.
How would you know?
Is there anything else going on other than this Victor Harper fella that we can maybe come back to this at a later date when we've mulled it over a bit more? You know what I mean? Is there anything else going on within the world of?
You mean Lee Rossborough?
But for now, maybe just don't put. Just don't make him think like we're not interested. You know what I mean?
Good point. Oh, we could
give us a smarts roll, please.
We could effectively try and find Rossborough, by asking around, see if there's any witnesses, see him get dragged off. I'm not very good at smarts because I was going to put it up, but I decided not to. So
smarts is a D8. That's D8, D6.
We got
7. Oh, 6. We've got a 7 on a not natural and a 6 on my wild, so 6 and a 5. 6 and a 5.
Sweet.
So it's 11.
Okay.
Oh, I've got a 7.
Ooh, look at that! Boom! It works.
Check that.
So,
Yep.
It's signed JVH. Logically, using your logical mind, whereas it is very good to be cautious. You can't place the J.
Yeah, but J could be John Victor Harper, couldn't it? He could go by Victor Harper. It was quite common in those days that someone would go by the middle name.
I think Mark's thrown us a bit of a bone there, and I don't think it is Victor Harper. I think it might be a friendly,
Coincidence.
Yeah.
This happens to have the 2 initials of our mortal enemy.
Yeah. We just need to stake it out, maybe.
Stake out?
Stake out.
Well, it seems a big coincidence to me.
Let's go and check it out, but let's be cautious with it.
we would have come across. Thing is, how long have we been following this Victor Harper fella? We would have known that his first name's John.
Yeah, but we just knew him as Victor Harper. Yeah, maybe we would have come across.
We would have come across on his office and stuff. We would have seen paperwork. We had loads of paperwork. We would have seen it. We would have seen that name, and I think that smartest roll that I just did, it proves that it's not him.
Yeah.
It's not. Like Mark just said, it doesn't seem to come to mind.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
So I think we might be coming across somebody who is going to be on our side here. Because let's face it, we knew where we were with that letter. They could have sent in a bunch of goons and finished us off while we're healing up.
Yeah. Right, let's go and check this estate out. Mark, what do we know about this estate and this address?
So who's going to know the most? Albert's going to know the most, being the most
Londonish.
So do you want to give us a smarts check for Albert?
What's his smarts?
You might as well do it on the thingy, Mark.
Do you want me to do it? Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well roll it on the.
You roll.
Okay, smarts. Oh, it's a D8. Here we go. Let's see. No modifiers. A 7.
Very good.
Okay, so he knows that it's a large manor house and estate. Usually, you would know quite readily as to who lives in it, because anybody with a house that big has social events, has soirees and balls. But he has no real knowledge of anything that's gone on in that house or on that estate for a while. He doesn't really know who owns it, which is odd. But he definitely knows of it.
But it's an aristocrat, is it? Or it's obviously a member of the gentry?
It's not Rossborough, is it? And he comes under a different name.
Well, JVH, he's got no R in it.
No, I said, does he not come under a different name?
Alias.
An alias or something?
Back in our brains, Mark.
Because he's not going to put Lloyd Rossborough, is he, on his fucking note if he knows if he's in hiding or whatever, is he?
But I don't know. I just think that's a bit too cryptic for Rossborough. I think it's a third party. Maybe an ally.
I think we won't know until return.
Do those initials just mean absolutely anything to us?
Can we do like a roll?
Now do a smart.
Everybody give me a smarts.
I don't think this is going to be as good as last time.
I've got a 4. I've got a 4 on the.
I'm just doing it now.
4.
Oh,
boom!
Where'd you get your smarts from, eh?
He got his wild exploded twice.
Jesus.
Okay.
That was on the doing the roll on the roll 20 as well.
I like it.
Maybe Deadeye.
You know what? That's really weird, because your smarts is like D4. You're like the no offense, but the slowest.
No, I am thick. You know what I mean?
He's D6.
Okay.
He must be D6, isn't he?
No, I'm thinking
D4.
No, he's wild exploded.
Yeah. Right. So, in a massive, humongous flash of inspiration, like,
you know, guys, have you not worked this out before?
yes. Well, I'm doing all the hard work.
Flashback to a night of crazy.
Looking at the name, it occurs to you that the way the initials are written, there seems to be more space between the J and the V, and the V and the H, as though the V and the H are like kind of like a double-barreled name. If that makes sense.
So like Van Helsing.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
That's everyone's
amazing.
heard of this. Everyone's heard of this fella.
Right, let's go to his house.
Hey, hang on, I want to scrub up first.
I know.
Have a shame. He's come to Nippy. This guy's a legend.
Yeah. Oh, right. No, we'll go now then. No, can we go now? It'd be awesome. Imagine if they got him like that. Is it true?
That very nearly happened.
I know. Like that with his face. Who are you really?
You're like a Scooby-Doo moment.
Yeah. This beard is fake.
Gonna fool us.
That might be my first question.
Seriously though, what's his first name though?
Is it Johan or something?
Yeah, it might be.
No, I'm pretty sure it is.
It's John. John Van Helsing.
He's not. He's Dutch.
It's Dutch.
Yeah, he's Dutch. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's Dutch.
But it's not insulting when we go to his house.
What was his initials, Mark, again?
JVH.
Oh. It might be Val Helsing's brother then. Because his first name's Abraham. Anyway.
He's Papa.
Anyway, let's go. This guy's a celebrity.
Okay. So you sort of get yourself a bit together, yeah?
Yep.
Get you brush yourself up. Prepare yourself to see potentially the head honcho, yeah? You are going to see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Cool.
So you book yourself a carriage because you no longer have a lodge carriage.
Oh,
you have to pay for one. You get a carriage. You're all ready. Albert's still looking a bit cut and bruised, but he's tried his best.
He's got some frozen peas on his face. Strip of peas.
So you it's probably around. It's in the evening when you go. Okay, so you've had all this time to recuperate, get your stuff together. The carriage winds its way out of smoke-filled, dirty London. You reach the outer areas, which then turns to leafy woodland, which then turns to rolling hills. It's probably about 45 minutes-ish of this carriage. Eventually, you reach some large iron gates, and as you approach, somebody comes out, opens them. You'll go up a long, winding gravel road up to a grand courtyard, large mansion, huge, all very well kept, pristine, but with no outward appearances to who or what might lie within. 4 men come out of the front door, all visibly armed, wearing long trench coats, long leather coats, come over to the carriage. One who looks to be in charge walks over, opens the door. You're expected? Come on.
Oh, crap.
Seems so.
Oh, did they say we are expected?
You are expected. Come on.
Yeah, I'm saying
right.
He's being friendly.
a statement.
Yeah,
It's being friendly.
I thought he was asking us if we were.
Yeah, we received a letter
Sorry.
from the man himself for an invitation to come and see him.
Would you not used to people being amiable?
Yeah. What do you want?
Be all about a trap.
You're the first person I've met recently that's not tried to shoot me.
Well, as long as you don't do anything stupid, that's going to remain the same.
Oh, we're on the same side, I assure you.
So he shows you in. They walk you into the large entrance hall. Sees you through to a door on the right into another large study. And before too long, a man enters the room. He has a young man with dark hair, dark eyes, and looks vaguely Eastern European, if you know what that was like.
Yep.
He's dressed in a long coat, and it doesn't look to be armed. And he introduces himself. He says, "I am Johan Van Helsing."
Oh, Johan.
I am son of Abraham van Helsing. You may have heard of him.
Yeah.
If Rossborough has given you any hints or bits of information over the time.
Yeah. The name's popped up.
I've heard of your.
Sign my chest.
I've heard of your recent misfortune with Lord Rossborough, and my heart goes out to you and your fellow lodge members. But unfortunately, we have no time to mourn or react to that right now because I have an immediate task for you, if you are willing to accept.
What do you think, guys?
Well,
what's it going to entail? Is it something to do with? Is it to do with this Victor Harper who we've been having confrontations with?
No, but rest assured, I'm aware of him and his activities, and the pain he's causing your friends.
One other question. Do you have any information that might help us find our lodge head, our lodge chief?
Right now, no. It's too immediate, really. I've sent messages. I've sent information out to the network, and I'm waiting for information back. So right now, I cannot be of assistance. But in the meantime, I will try and find out what I can. But in the meantime, I have a task for you.
Well.
Okay. So
if you can, certainly. I mean, we're on the same side here. We're fighting the same fight. If you've got a job for us, I'm certainly at your disposal. And if you would do what you could to find out information like Rossborough for us, we'd be grateful.
Okay. So.
Can I call you?
Can I call you Dad? I'm going to go to a bit of red flavour text here, so bear with me if we break the immersion slightly. So my friends, I'm afraid I have grave news. My father, Abraham, has vanished, and I can only fear the worst. At last reports, he was travelling to Scotland. Unfortunately, he was less than forthcoming about his reasons for going there. You have access to the library here and my father's books, but you should not tarry and travel to Scotland at your first opportunity. If you require assistance, we have several mercenaries you can take with you. Do you have any questions?
Oh, that bell.
That's my phone.
Is that what he said at the end?
Yeah. So, I need you to go tonight. I'm worried about him. I have no idea of his whereabouts. I have his last known location.
Which is Scotland?
Yes.
Do you know whereabouts in Scotland?
I have his notes.
Being an investigative type, can I have mull over his notes, please?
Yeah, the entire library and his notes are at your disposal.
Right, that's what I'll do.
Disposal.
Right, that's what I'll be doing.
I suggest we take a couple of hours, maybe looking over the notes while they get you ready for transport.
That's fine.
Can I do an investigation, Will?
And I'm sure we can take his any notes with us that we feel might be important, and we can read on the way.
I'm going to ask him. Have we got any? We talk about resources. Have we got have we got reserves on bullets and things like that? You can supply to us free issue.
He always expenses. You always try it on, don't you? I have mercenaries that can travel with you. I can spare 4 people currently.
I mean, what would be? I'm just thinking if we're taking 4 mercenaries with us, why? And we're going to be rolling for mercenaries. We may as well take
your guys.
We may as well take Bullington, Stonewall.
Yeah.
Or do we think that it might be a good idea to take some
Well, it might be worth taking them what he's going to offer. Let him bloody take them. We don't know what we're going to be fucking walking into, do we?
You mean like some expendables?
I think basically extras.
Yeah.
So like people that are easy It's like Savage Worlds is good at giving you the numbers but not bogging you down. So tossing you a couple of extras just to move around and give you some tactical options.
We'll take the extras because if we take 4 other characters with us, it's just going to mean double the number of baddies.
Yeah.
We'll take the mercenaries.
Super.
Yeah.
Okay. And the library is at your disposal. I said it again. Disposable library. So,
it's a full world, Mark.
Brutal.
Yeah, you. I'll unplug my headphones so I can hear you. I'm just gonna go and put kettle on.
No worries, dude. I'm just gonna reset up my laptop. So, going into it from room now.
Yeah, so we're sort of kicking into the official campaign now a little bit. But I've done it so that we can, it's not fixed. We can dip in and out at any time.
Yeah, no, that's cool. We're just going to hit the books then while he sorts out the transport.
Cool.
Suppose we should start with his most recent things that he's written in his journal or notes. Work our way back.
Now, obviously, they were saying about Scotland. They knew very little why he attended it, but maybe there might be something like you say in his notes recently that might tie it in or something for his visit there. I don't know.
Indicate what he went to investigate. Yeah.
I don't know why anyone would want to go to Scotland, but
For our Scottish viewers. Alex does not speak for all of us.
Yeah, Alex's views don't represent that.
I actually love Scotland.
Yeah.
I was there on Saturday.
Yeah,
I love how it rains all the time.
I have my holidays up there, so.
He's backtracking now.
It is.
Some of my best friends are Scottish.
I'm going to say that, yeah. Oh dear.
I'm just making the Tassimo thing so it's like going to take ages and cost me 50 pence. But it's really nice.
Right, should I? I've got investigation skill. So should I hit the books?
Yeah, well, we can all start reading, and but obviously I think if there's going to be rolls,
I'll leave it to you guys.
I'll tell you what. We'll do a cooperative roll. If you two help.
Yeah.
I'd be asking you for books to find certain books.
We roll smart.
So is that you going? Can you just pass me that? Just pass me that book over there.
Yeah, exactly.
And they go like that, and you get +2.
Yep.
Rubbish.
Well, you know what I mean. No, you know what I mean.
No, not you.
I'll be
ask you for names and stuff, and I'll try and piece it together.
It's basically a library montage, isn't it?
Yeah.
A library montage.
I'll leave it to you guys.
Put your feet up and relax.
I'll tell you what, whilst I'm just doing this here coffee, you want to give me some rolls, and I guess so. Investigation.
Alex, there's no reason why me and you can't start tucking into these books as well.
Yeah, true.
Give it a roll. If it's unskilled, if you do a critical.
Can you
fail,
actually read, Alex? Can your character actually read? He's not got a hindrance of.
I think he has.
Oh, Alex.
I think you're literate.
Yeah, I am. That's true. That's why I think when I said to you, I'll leave it to you guys.
Yeah.
He's illiterate, and he read the initials on that note. That was a good roll, wasn't it, Alex? I've just remembered I can read. I just forgot again.
You want 2 letters?
Mark,
you want those 2 letters?
Can I roll smart or something? I've no investigation.
No, it's unskilled.
Sorry?
It'd be D4 minus 2.
Oh, D4 minus 2. Oh, hang on. I'll tell you what then. If I scroll down to my skills and I roll on investigation.
Yeah, and they'll add to mine.
Does this thing do unskilled? Or do I have to put it in as a modifier?
Sorry, say again.
What's the unskilled mod? Is it minus 4?
Minus 2.
I roll my investigation, I just put in minus 4.
Oh, yeah.
Or will it work out my unskilled itself?
No. I don't. Let's have a look at the character sheet and see how that works.
Well, it's got a tick box, hasn't it?
So. Oh yeah, bro. I tell you what. Let me just click it and find it. I'll just do one.
I've just done one and I got minus 2. If I do it again, and it's give me a minus 1, so it must.
It must be then. It must be minusing.
I'm just trying to work out how it's. I'm just trying to work out. Rolling 1d4 and 1d6.
And is it minus the 2 of both of them?
Oh, it says here. 1d4 does it modifier 0 for wounds, 0 fatigue equals 1, and it's giving me a plus.
Hold up. I just did it on Deadeye's character sheet and it took the wounds into effect.
Yeah, I've no wounds, but I'm just looking here. I'm just trying to work out the. Can you hover over mine where it says Takeshi rolls investigation test minus 2?
Yep.
So it's rolling 1d4, 1d6, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what comes after that?
I have no idea. I'm trying to work it out now. Minus 4 modifier. Why is it minus 4?
It's what? Why is it? Yeah, I'm wondering where this plus 4's come from.
Let's just have a.
There's tick box, isn't there, next to all the skills. And
Yeah.
the ones you've got ticked, the ones aren't ticked. So I'd have thought that would have made a difference. I thought the ones that aren't ticked would have been D4, D6 minus 2.
It's doing a D4 and a D6.
Yeah.
Let's roll a 4 and a 1. No, it is. It's minusing 2 because I rolled a 1 and a 4. And I don't understand the calculation after that, let me be brutally honest, because I'm stupid. And I've got a 2. So it has.
Minus 2 off your 4.
It must have done, yeah, because I've got a 1 and a 4. I'll do it again.
Isn't unskilled is minus 4, is it?
No, minus 2.
Oh, minus 2.
Oh, minus 2, right.
So I'll just Deadeye 2. Yeah, it's definitely minusing 2 for unskilled.
Yeah.
So it's
Right,
doing it for you.
Either way, I didn't get a 4, so I failed in my attempt to assist.